Hello, Erin. It's so nice to see you again. I'm excited about our second Discovering You Again interview. How are you this morning?
Great. Again, calling in sort of muddy Maine, and so it's nice to have the opportunity to be discovered during the Corona outbreak.
It is. It's kind of a strange and sad, terrifying time, but also for those of us who are in the impact space, it can be honestly exhilarating. My work with women in the second half of life has shown me that there is so much wisdom gleaned and gained to share, and it's more important than ever every single day. I loved our last interview, our discussion about you as the master painter you are. I love your Vimeo shares, and I'm so happy to be talking to you about this such important topic today. So I want to invite you to just get started. Tell us about your paper doll project.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Susan. Well, if you weren't with us last week, I was talking about my art career for over 30 years as a professional painter. And that career was put on an unexpected hold a year and a half ago when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And that was very strange. It's nothing that runs in my family and very unexpected. And so once again, as an artist, I went through the painful places of using that time to process my feelings through art. And what came out of it was the Pirate Crew paper doll collection and educational tool, and I'll show you that a little bit more, but I want to share with you this quick video because it really sums it up. And
Great.
to back up one more little spec, before I was diagnosed with cancer, I had actually gotten a grant through the Maine the State Arts Commission of Maine to do a research project integrating art into a cancer chemotherapy facility. So I had been a researcher, and my partner and I actually published a research project in the Journal for Oncology Nursing. And I had been working in the chemotherapy department in Maine, and then I got diagnosed with cancer.
Completely. Wow.
Ironic. So then I was diagnosed with cancer, and then I had to go through it as a first person. And so this project came out of the fact that I thought I knew what I was doing before I had gotten cancer, and that I would solve all these big issues using art. And yet when I became a patient and went through the process firsthand, then I really knew what I needed, and this
Wow.
paper doll project came out of that firsthand experience.
So
let me,
I'm going to
yeah,
pull back the curtain for just a second and
okay.
share my process with people. And now, because I really honestly didn't know that part. So now I want to pull back the curtain, share my process, and let our viewers know that before we started, I set an intention for our discussion today that anyone who needed to see this video and be exposed to your tools to have, the access and awareness would see it. And at that time, I didn't even know what you just shared. And so for you to be really using your authentic voice and experience, I even said in our intention that we all have a journey, and we don't know what is intended, especially when the journey is difficult. But now we've seen that a little bit revealed today. So go.
Okay, great. So I'm going to share my screen with you.
Yep.
And let me make sure you can see this. Can you see this on this YouTube
Yep.
screen,
Yep.
Susan? Okay.
Yes, I can.
So this is a great video, and I'll just play it, and you should be able to see it.
As my own therapeutic
Hold
response.
on. Okay, here we go. Let's play this.
I'm Erin McGee Ferrell, and I'm an artist. The Pirate Crew paper doll collection began as my own therapeutic response to the traumatic diagnosis of breast cancer and double mastectomy surgery. As a child, I made paper dolls when I moved to a big city and felt uprooted. Post-surgery and 36 years later, I started making them again. This time I made the dolls for myself to visually speak about the strange experience I had just gone through on my cancer journey. I woke in the middle of the night with a pirate poem in my head, thinking of a crew of lopped off, scarred, and tattooed women. unwillingly initiated and conscripted onto a storm-weathered voyage. These people are broken, but at the same time hardy, fierce, angry, and resilient. Being a patient, I recognize that other patients might have the same need as mine. Ms. Mastectomy and the Pirate Crew are a simple navigational tool to help translate and prepare for surgery. This breast cancer educational tool is a humorous and simple visual guide for newly diagnosed patients. Ms. Mastectomy is available for doctors, nurses, nurse navigators, nurse practitioners, social workers, and most importantly, patients. Go to our website, piratecrewpaperdolls.com, to purchase.
There we go. That sums it up. Oh no, hold on. I got it. Wait, I got it. Okay,
My
now we're
heart.
all set.
Oh my
Hang
God.
on, I'm getting back on there. Okay, here I am.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Erin, I got to be honest. Usually I do my research when I'm going to interview someone, when I write articles, even when I just write a post, I do extensive research. You and I met a few years ago now at our alma mater, Mount Holyoke College, at a conference. Our hearts must have connected, even though there were lots of other people, and we kind of got in touch, the way you do with business cards and email or whatever. And so I knew about you. You live where my sister lives, so we had that heart connection as well. But and I knew, of course, when you had breast cancer, we emailed a little bit back at that time. But I'm stunned and astounded. So I'm going to shut up now, and you just please keep talking.
Well, the thing about this project was I never intended it to be a sellable product. I really made it, again, sort of like I'm making my kids' online classes right now. We talked about that, to be goofy and to entertain myself. I think it's so important as an artist to have that sense of play and to make yourself laugh. And so I made all these paper dolls to make myself laugh and to process what I was going through. And if you heard in that video, I had made paper dolls when I was between 9 and 11 years old. I had moved to Seattle, Washington, and from Kentucky, and there was a huge transition. And I just poured myself into making paper dolls during that big change. And so I had never planned on making paper dolls again in my life until I was recovering from my mastectomy, and I started making paper dolls. But then I got so much positive response. A friend of mine helped me start a Kickstarter. I raised $10,000 to get this product launched. And now I have a big inventory of, again, the shippable mastectomy kits. And I've had the opportunity.
Hold one up at a time.
Okay.
Bring it up. Okay.
Okay. Well, this is the nice package finish one that you can get in the mail.
Okay.
So here's the front of it. And so the Pirate Crew collection, it's made to have mini dolls. The first one is Ms. Mastectomy.
Mm-hmm.
And she should be followed by Miss Chemotherapy, Miss Radiation, Miss BRCA. Who knows? Maybe we need a Miss Corona. It's all about women who find themselves conscripted into a pirate ship, something they never chose. They were kidnapped, found themselves in a circumstance that they did not volunteer for.
So and the way I say that is a part of a club you never wanted to join. But perfect. I love the way you're saying it. That is so apt.
Well, it's based on a poem. So when I was going through this, I'm actually a very bad poet, but I love it. And I woke up at like 2 a.m. with the poem in my head. And the poem, again, is basically, not to read the whole thing, but thank you all who have lived to tell the tale, you bedraggled crew of people with missing parts.
Oh my gosh. So let's remind everybody, they saw the website, you'll say the website again. The purpose of these interviews is not to be exhaustive and give all the information. It's to introduce what you are doing and encourage people to go and find out more. And we're not done yet, but I just want to say, Erin, you said I never intended this to be, you used the word sellable, AKA a product, AKA commerce. You know, there's no reason that you as a woman should not engage in commerce around an idea that should be touching the heart of millions. There's nothing wrong with that. We don't even have to, you know, think very hard to know that you'll give it away to anybody who really needs it, you know, but
Yeah.
of course
Yeah.
you should. So I want to encourage you and applaud that. So, okay, so you wrote the poem, you put together the material.
Well, I think the reason I talked about how I had been a researcher and then thought I knew what I was doing, and then experiencing it firsthand, realized that what I needed wasn't there. And what I needed and what I experienced firsthand was that upon diagnosis, in these different, when you go to get your breast cancer results, okay, of whether it's positive or negative, often there's this doom and gloom room where you walk into the office, there's a little tiny room with, a couple couches, and you're sitting in there and the nurse comes in and they say, yes, you have cancer, or no, you don't have cancer. And what I had never experienced before was when I got these words, yes, you have cancer, what happened was there was literally this concussion helmet that went on my head, and everything from that point on I couldn't soak in. Like, I just couldn't take anything in my head, and my bandwidth went from here to here. And literally there's a shock upon diagnosis. And what I needed and what was not out there, I'm going to show you my little form, was a very simple list, which is, I'm going to have surgery in 2 weeks. I'm going to have a double mastectomy in 2 weeks. I need to tell my mom. I need to tell my family I have cancer. I need to rearrange everything in my house so that it has to be below shoulder level. I have to stop my world for the next 6 months. Everything stopped, and you have 2 weeks to prepare for it. And I need a list of, I'm going to camp in 2 weeks. This is what I need to check off. My mom can check off lists, and there was nothing like that there. I needed a stupid, very dumbed down, I needed a doll to tell me, this is what a drain looks like. You're going to have drains for a month coming out of this is what it looks like to have left a nipple and spared a nipple. And this is what a post-surgical bra looks like that you're going to wear for a month. And I didn't have those visual resources, and I didn't find them out there. So I created them.
That is amazing. Oh my gosh, I put you on speaker view. You're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Well, I've got my fabulous wig.
I love it. Oh my gosh. This is so astounding. I just want to tell you that you just revealed something that those of us who were never stolen away on the pirate ship wonder about, Erin, and you just revealed the truth. And that is, what is it like when you hear those words? You get that diagnosis, and as you said, you hear those words, and you just explain that in such a way. Now, there is a commercial on television today where you do see this woman now. I know yours came first, but you do see it, and they like cut away to this blurry, vision of her life passing by or whatever. So that is depicted also. But the way you described it, I could really get. And I think that is so important. But the most important thing is to see you now, in your, beautiful glory. Your eyes are so bright, and your impact is so important. And you already told us in our last interview about how your commitment is to create a body of work. And so with your art. And so likewise, you're creating a body of work in healing for generations to come. My next article, it's a cover article. It's coming out in June, I think, is called I Am a Healer. And it talks about how anybody can be a healer. So I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. I just
I love it.
Well, this is important.
Well, this is also, thank you for mentioning that all, because it also very much goes on to who am I creating this for, ultimately. And so I found out that I have the brca2 gene, which is the breast cancer gene. And so then, hence that whole ball of wax with, elevated rates for ovarian and elevated rates for everything, right? And so one of my daughters was tested and she also has it. And so I felt like in many ways, I was once again creating this for my daughter, and not that, I mean, I really, I hope that I hope this isn't ever a situation for her, but, and it's very interesting now, creating a product is so difficult. And I brought on a business partner to help me, and brought on a graphic designer to help me. And it literally was a year's worth of work. And had that opportunity to speak at conferences and go to different Jacob Javis, different marketing shows. But it's hard because with the coronavirus, everything is on hold, and everything breast cancer related is on hold. Breast surgeries are on hold. Chemotherapy is being treated differently. So it's really strange to have a marketable product going full steam ahead, and then the whole issue of breast cancer just gets on hold.
Oh,
it's
baby,
really
that's only because you and I did not connect about that. That's all. Let me show you the coffee mug I'm drinking from. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Go back to gallery view. This is the coffee mug. I don't know if you can see it. My BFF, as you know, is an artist. She created this piece of artwork, especially for a project that I'm involved in. But the thing now, I don't know if you can read it, Erin. It looks like it's backwards. Is my formula that says share your light, and it says passion plus purpose plus plan equals legacy. And that's what that was the process you just described. So I'm on your team. And we're not stopping, because breast cancer isn't stopping. It didn't go away because of the pandemic, so there's this interview is, I honestly, I knew, but I'm busy. I'm involved in a lot of things. So I didn't take the time to come down and come to conscious awareness like I did. We took a breath together just before the interview so we could really be in this space together with the best intention of sharing information with the women and men who need to hear it. Regarding business and commerce, I am not apologizing for your creating a product that can, bring money to your pocket as a result of sales. You did the work. You're doing, you're in it in full spirit. You're a woman in business, so there's that, we nurture and nourish. We don't, greedily step on others to get what we want. So we don't need to apologize for being in business. This product is incredible. We need to sell this product. I am going to, put on my thinking cap, and offline from the interview, we're going to talk about, ways that we can promote it and see there's breast cancer, patients and survivors out there. And that whole thing with the BRCA gene, I can't even, honestly, I can't really process that. I don't want to, I'm blocking.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm processing that with your daughter and this and that, but there are people who know that they have the BRCA gene, or their, daughter might, or whatever. So this is for them as well. So listen, let's close now. So people will watch this, and it's not too long. But before we do, please give us your website again, and you can purchase the paper doll product on the website.
Yeah, so can I share it with you real fast?
Yes.
And this
takes, of course.
Okay, it takes 1 second. Okay, so it is going to go to, hold on, let me make sure I have this. Oh, hang on just a second. Okay, so it's Pirate Crew, paper dolls. Can you see this, or is that, can you see? Okay. And what it is it has little videos. You can actually watch some of the speaking conferences. You can watch videos of the dolls doing their exercises. And then there is a place to buy the dolls
Click on
right
that.
on
Yeah.
here. Yep.
Good. Okay.
Yep. So thank you. And I'll stop the share.
Oh my
Pirate
God, that
doll.
is so exciting. I love creativity. I love genius. You know, my BFF, Deborah Friedson, is an artist. And she, when you said those words earlier, as an artist that you play and you laugh, that's exactly what she talks about as well. It's so funny. And I can't wait to do my interview with her. But anyway, so, all right, you and I are going to put our heads together and try to figure this out. But for anybody who is watching this, please open your heart and understand what this conversation is about. Please support women in business. Please, most importantly, share it. Share it widely, because you don't know who is going to be the next person diagnosed with breast cancer. And we need to, you know, love them and support them and make sure they know that when they get pirated away on the pirate ship, that there is a crew to support them. So,
I love
Erin,
that.
thank you so much for your time today. We went longer than I usually do, but I really wanted to get all of this in, and I hope that people will watch all the way to the end.
Thank you so much, Susan. It's great talking with you.
You too. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Take care.